everybody, I'm sorry it's been so long since I last filmed a video. I have got a couple of excuses, so I shall get those out of the way before I start to talk about the dresses. My first excuse, and the main thing that's been happening with me, is that my husband and I have just bought a house. So we're really excited. We get the keys any day now, and that basically has just been taking up stacks of our spare time. If you've ever bought a house, you'll know how stressful it can be. And we did have our moments. If you follow me on Twitter, you may well have seen a few of my moments, because it was quite stressful. But it's all gone through now, so hopefully in a couple of days we will be in our new house, although we're not actually going to move in straight away because we're in a rented flat at the moment. And so we're going to go in and kind of do decorating and the other things that it's much easier to get done when there's not loads of furniture to try and move out of the way. So that is what's been going on in my real life. And in other news, and you may have noticed already when this video started, that there's a different introduction, and that is because I have overhauled my website. So if you haven't taken a look already, please go and check it out. It's theitguide.com. And I am a website designer by trade, so that is my passion. So every so often I do just have the desire to pull everything apart and put it all back together again and change things and update the design, and so that is what I have been doing. So enough rambling, on to the subject of today's video, which you can see behind me. This is a bit of a spontaneous video actually, because this is inspired by a trip that I made yesterday to a Next store near where we live, and it's one of their new stores. It's an out-of-town store. It's in Camberley. If you live anywhere near the kind of Berkshire, Surrey area, I definitely recommend going because it is lovely. I was actually going along to look at their home section because I love Next Home, and obviously buying a house has just provided me with a wonderful excuse to go and buy lots of new decorative things to put in the house. So that's what I actually went to do. I went to collect something I'd ordered online. However, where I parked in the car park meant that I had to walk through the clothing section to get to the homeware section. As any woman would, it would have been rude to not look at the new season that they just released. So as it happened, I saw a few dresses that I really liked, and I just thought, oh well, it won't hurt just to try them on. I'll just try them on, I won't buy anything. And inevitably, trying on led to buying. So here I am with two new dresses, and now what prompted me then really to film this video is that I have for years always been told A-line dresses should suit my shape. I don't know if any of you go and try and do these, what shape are you, body shape things. To be honest, I think I can fit into multiple categories. I'm never really sure what body shape I particularly fall under. All I know is that I'm certainly bigger on the bottom half than I am on the top half. So around the stomach, around the hips. And traditionally, therefore, A-line dresses should really suit me. And so in the past I have bought them, and I've never been that impressed. I have the odd one that I just think, yeah, that's really, really flattering. But I have some that just don't sit quite right. And this is an example of one of them. Now, I absolutely love this dress, especially in the summer, because the print is gorgeous and lovely and bright. However, my main issue with this, and this was a kind of, I suppose, epiphany that I had yesterday when I was trying on these dresses, is the waist height. So the height really that the top half of the dress meets the skirt, so where it starts to kind of flare out or come out in an A, thus being called an A-line dress. And the issue I have with this one really is that the waist, I think, sits about an inch too high, so I tend to get this kind of effect where rather than kind of flattering my waist and making it look slim, it sort of sits just above my stomach and then sort of puffs out over my stomach and makes my stomach look even bigger than it actually is. And it's big enough by itself. I don't need any assistance to make it look any bigger. And so although I do love this dress, and I have to say the black panelling on the side is very flattering, I do tend to wear it with a cardigan just to try and cover up that unflattering kind of puff at the front that occurs when I put it on. And that's really what the difference, I suppose, I noticed when I tried on these dresses from Next. So this one is the first one. So it's a very, very simple dress, skater style, but again with the A-line skirt. So you can see the waist here. Now, it's not going to be, I don't know how easy this is going to be to see because the dress is black. But if I just try and hold them up together, and you can see where the waist of this one, where my thumb is, that's where the waist of that dress finishes. And the dress, the black dress behind from Next, is just about an inch lower, so literally just an inch. And the difference that makes when you put it on, for me personally, now I'm not particularly tall, I'm about 5'7", but wearing this dress, just that extra inch makes all the difference, and it's far, far more flattering. Now this is part of their new season collection. It's £26 and it's this beautiful stretchy fabric, so it's ideal and comfortable for wearing during the day. Obviously you can dress it up in the evening if you wish, and I've styled all of the dresses with the same shoes and basic accessories, because the point I was trying to make is the shape and cut of the dress, not how I would accessorise it. So although I am wearing this with heels, I probably would be more likely to wear something like this to work. So that's the first dress, and then this is the second one. So this is much more, I suppose, much more appropriate for an evening. It's much more tailored, and it is this beautiful print with a, you can see it's got a lining, so you've got your beige lining, and over the top of that sits this beautiful printed mesh top layer. And what I love about this, again, obviously the waist is exactly the same height as this one, so it's going to differ from person to person, but for me personally, these two dresses are the perfect A-line shape for my body. And this one, as I say, is slightly more fitted, so it's not got the stretch and it's not got quite the same flare in the skirt, but it is wonderfully flattering again, and obviously both with sleeves. And I'm not a huge fan of my arms, they're not my favourite part of my body, so anything with sleeves I adore. And obviously the fact that they do have sleeves means that you can wear them further into the sort of autumn winter season as well. So those are the two dresses that I bought when I was going to shop for homeware, as you do. And I have to say, I bought things from Next in the past, but I could have spent an absolute fortune in there yesterday. They have got some gorgeous things in for this season. So if you do get a chance and you happen to be near a Next store, go in and check out their new season collection. And as I say, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, yes, you know, I'm the same, I've got dresses that just don't quite sit right, then it's definitely worth going into a shop and just selecting a few different styles of dresses, all with a kind of cinched in waist. Go into the change room and try them on, and obviously the benefit you're going to get in a store changing room that you're not going to get at home is you've got multiple mirrors at multiple angles, so you can really see how the dress fits and what sort of height and what sort of flare and all sorts of other things, but what is most flattering to your shape. And that's really all I did. As I say, it was completely spontaneous. I hadn't gone in there, and I certainly hadn't intended to go shopping for clothes, but any excuse and I'm absolutely there. So that is my little video today. This may be the last video that I actually film in the flat. Next time I film a video, you may notice that the surroundings have changed somewhat and I'm in the house. And if I do get in there and organise it to a sufficient degree that I think I can share this with people outside of my immediate family, then I will do a video and try and show you how I've organised things. But that may be a while coming, because we've lived here for 18 months now, and behind you can't see, but over here there's a massive pile of boxes that we never bothered unpacking. So it may be a while coming, but I will try and do that. But in the meantime, I hope you are all well, and I will see you all soon. Bye!